Hello, we're back for more Ace Attorney Justice for All Reunion and Turnabout Part 2 Trial 2. Yes. June 22nd, 11:37 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Whew, that was a close one. I know you're giving your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. Yeah, I can imagine you would. Like, I can't imagine it's a comfortable experience being on trial for murder. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Tricked? Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghosts will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah. Do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, she looks so worried. A widow baby. June 21st, 11:43 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 2. Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order. Now, the first order of... Oh, okay. Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. She didn't witness the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this, didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza. Name and occupation. I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine, that ain't fine, that's a whip. Ah! There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Witness testimony, witness's account. Only the doctor and defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door and then bang, we hear this gunshot. Miss Laura there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Excuse me? Reckon course, it's short for it. You reckon? Course I did. Ah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. Moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. Lost his photo added to the court record. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Cross-examination. Witness's account. Oh, the doctor and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. Was it really only those two that went in?
Objection!
We were there, so we know that. What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? answer that yourself. Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and May were the only two that went into the room. But hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against his own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you, witness? Continue. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang, we hear this gunshot.
Hold it!
Was it really a gunshot?
Objection!
Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix, right? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are you here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now, this is where the story heats up. Miss Laura there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room.
Hold it!
So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix, right? Why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Calmer, I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. You're just smiling rather openly. I take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in? Inside was a dead victim and a defendant waving a pistol around.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was the defendant, Mayor Fay? Sure, I'm sure. Arthur seems awful confident in his testimony. Prasada? Lotte, please think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Click. Lotte, at a time like this, times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fay or not, am I correct? Well, you see... Order, Miss Hart, you're here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good, this shifts things back to my side. I doubt it, darling. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix, right? Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fay, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. Looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. As in this picture is most certainly Maya Fay. Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one. Again. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am. That old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? She mean Morgan Fay. But there was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about... behind the folding screen? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Reckon given. Huh? What in the... Reck given. You know, you reckon? That's a given. Took me a good look around the room once. Right, no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. Well, what? You got a problem? Reck given. I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as reckon given. Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with testimony or don't you? Just as I thought, there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. Oh, this is another one of those fail state things, isn't it? At the time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fay. I'm gonna save right here. I don't trust this for shit. Because it's always one of those moments where it's like, oh, I can't possibly see a way out, and I am a sad, broken man, and everything is sadness, and all of a sudden someone randomly will shout, "Objection! You've got this, Phoenix. Here's some crucial evidence that no one was telling you about." Because they're dicks. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do? If I just let this go... What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. Make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that will prove it's not made in the photo? That. But that doesn't prove that it's not here in the picture, it just proves that there's the possibility of getting in there. I can't. Well, Mr. Ray, nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Ray. You really should give up trying to prove this is not May Faye. Didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's my thought. That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it's quite obvious to the court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you. Totally 100% impossible. Ms. Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I assume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense. Objection. There she is, my baby! Mia. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia? Oh, God. I forgot they did this. At this point, I knew that they did it. I forgot they did it at this point. I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? That's an 8-year-old. That's a 7-year-old? 8. That's an 8-year-old. Like, I get it, and it makes sense in the story. My problem is there's fans that are weird, okay? I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But pearls? Her clothes are a bit small, which is why I have humongous boobage. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in the channeling chamber. I have a key. Remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray. Click. I just took 2 photos. I was murdered. What? 2 pictures. Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. You see, there is one final piece of this puzzle. Mia, question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period.
Hold it!
Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. You are an idiot. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. You would have got a non-guilty... you would have got a guilty verdict here, and we would have looked a fool. But you're an idiot. And what better time than this for you to see that? But, I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? That was Von Karma. Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was, kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. Why are you a paranormal photographer? But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Right, we need to push that last statement, because she took more than one. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. She pressed her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix, right? I'm waiting. Cross-examination. Witness's account, part 2. So, we're going into this one.
Hold it!
2, right? Two what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where is the other picture you have been withholding? No. You got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't it obvious that prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it? What? Von Karma. Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence? She is. Unforgivable Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. Yeah, confront her. Oh, the judge won't do shit. Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Well, yes. Me? In contempt of court. You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. But Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? I'm sorry, I lost my composure. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. Walter's photo too, added to the court record. But what is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took the day of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. Von Karma's a bitch. She's gonna have some textbook example of this is the Korean channeling technique and how it functions. What is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya? It's gonna come up with Von Karma. No. Don't insist. Don't be stupid. Do I be stupid? Let me see. Yeah. Okay, then insist it's not. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in this picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her whole body has taken on a different appearance. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn, then. Somehow, this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant. Order, order, order. Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Ray. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it. You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. She's just gonna be like smirking and wiggling her finger like a bitch. There she is. She's smiling? I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix, right? Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitor's room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit. Maya Fey? But isn't that a totally different person? She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. It's unbelievable that she can... Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Miss Von Karma, a word if I may. Mia, taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't even have a single witty line. It looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fey? If I do appear, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it'll cost me. Is there any way I can prove that the person in this picture is not Maya? Yes! I remember now. From looking at it and having a memory. I'm good at this. Your Honor. Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all testimony up until now. A contradiction? So you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what's so strange? The sleeve!
Take that!
Please direct your attention here. To the sleeve. But there isn't anything odd about it. Exactly. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be here is suddenly missing. Should be there. Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, this should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Ugh, she's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case. I see. She's lying through her teeth, I know. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Francesca Von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure the detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Oh, in any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, their costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, in this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor. There is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can only be one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? Order, order, order. If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness. What the heck? Is that any way to ask the gal a favor? Quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know. If you are lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honestly. You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very good questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix, right? I can't believe that even me is calling me by my phone safe, because I don't trust myself. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix, right? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change their perspective. Phoenix? So, where did the intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? If I need to look at this situation from a different angle, let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either of those conditions were true. Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... something I can't explain yet. I'm sorry, but I simply can't. You see? And the reason is quite simple, because there is no explanation, that's why. As I thought, another big waste of this court's time. Phoenix, you can't just give up like that. But Mia, rethink things one more time. There has to be an explanation. I'm already perfect, so of course my conclusions are also perfect. Brr. Alright, Phoenix, calm down and let's try this one more time. Fuck me. What if we prove that the third person was already in the room? What if Maya had already left somehow? If I can prove that either one of those conditions though. Oh, I see. I can pick either of the other two and then just present the key. A third person identity. Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I have proved that there was someone else in the room before the event took place. The key. I see. I was gonna say, like, I need to be able to prove both of those things and it's only gonna be one or the other. Please take a good look at this. Okay. I've already seen it. Thank you. And what is the purpose of this item? Don't you see, Your Honor? I don't think you actually see what you are doing. I think it is the court that should be signing you, Mr. Wright. What? Ouch, that's strong. What did I... What did I do? Do I have to say Maya left? Okay, if the... Oh, fuck me. Okay. Maya had left the room. And we can prove it. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face when dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than the typical salary. Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the med until the time of the rest of the defendant has left the room.
Take that!
Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, may I lock the door from the inside with it. The defendant has self-locked the door. Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of kind, you say? Oh, wait, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah, well, ain't that okay? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. This means the Mayor Faye must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key seen before you. No? It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Ms. Von Karma, how can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case is... How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix, right? I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. Baby, it's time you get used to it. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. Well, at least now we get the chance to go and look for more clues. June 21st, 1:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Wow, that was you, Pearly, you summoned my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick, I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance. Yeah, I'm counting on you. I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, girls, you ready to go buy some tickets? A ticket? Poor thing. So sheltered. I keep thinking it's the old song. Yes, I would like to save my progress, but I'm gonna stop because we've reached the end of the trial bit. And I only have one life left, so this is gonna be fun. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for staying and playing, etc. so far, so forth. Goodbye.